We're back. Hold on, that's what camera one. Let me look over here. YouTube. We're back. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing today? I'm your host, Jay Shepard, here today on another episode of Talented Ones. Y'all see, we're not at the radio station right now. We're getting the interviews back going at different locations right now. And what other way to start this off than like by showing entrepreneurship? As you see, we got clothes behind us. We got a dope clothing store right here, straight in Houston, Texas, right out of downtown. My girl Feys, right here,
yes,
has her store, Frosttown, Houston, Texas. And I think we need to shine some light on Feys. I'm not gonna lie to you. She's got a lot of stuff under her name. Besides being an entrepreneur for the store, wardrobe stylist, been doing this for over 10 years and really been on her grind. So first thing, Feys, how you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm big chilling. We here to shine a light on you today.
Yeah.
I think when people see this, they really want to know how you like got into wardrobe styling. So let's talk about that at first.
Yeah, so I pretty much got into styling in high school. I would just help my friends shop or whatever. They would ask me to, help them pick out outfits and, just like any other teenager going to the mall,
Right.
You shop with your friends. But my friends would really want me to pick out their entire outfits.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would say when I graduated college, one of my friends had a t-shirt line, and me and another friend asked him if we could do a photo shoot for him, and I was the stylist and she was the creative director. And it pretty much started from there. Like, we literally didn't know what we were doing. We just knew that we wanted to, be creative in that way. And from that photo shoot, we started working with him and his brand,
Mm-hmm.
and me becoming his in-house wardrobe stylist, and it just blew up from there.
Just grew from there. And that's like, I feel like that's kind of dope in the sense of like, you just kind of like, something small, just like, oh, my friends want me to go shopping. Now that now like, dang, like, and now I'm picking out all the outfits. I like this. Keep growing.
Yeah.
That's actually a dope thing. I actually rock with that. When did you realize like, oh, I can really make a living off this? Like, when did you realize like, oh, I need to put all my hands in this basket?
So, I would say like when I was in school, like even when I was in college, I really didn't know that you could actually like make money
Mm-hmm.
from being a wardrobe stylist. But it wasn't until after I graduated and I worked with my friend with that clothing line, and we were doing so much stuff. We were producing content like
Mm-hmm.
so regularly that other brands would start to reach out to me and ask me to style their stuff. And at first I would do it for free because for me, wardrobe styling is art. So it's like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, you want like me to do some art for you? Like, dope, this is what I love to do. So, but then it came to a point where I was doing it so much,
Mm-hmm.
and it was taking so much time for me to do it, that I had no other choice but to put a monetary value on it. And when I did, people would pay, and I was
Right.
like, oh, you'll actually pay whatever I'm telling you for this.
Mm-hmm.
So it kind of like evolved into that, and it was kind of like a trial and error as far as like rates are concerned. And I just started booking bigger and bigger jobs, from magazines to music videos to TV shows. So
Who's some of the people like music-wise or even brand-wise that you've worked with?
So music-wise, I've worked with T. Wayne.
Okay.
He's a local rapper.
Shout out to you.
Yes, shout out to T. Wayne. Angelo Dorsey, he's a R&B singer.
Mm-hmm.
Busy Bone from Bone Thugs and Harmony.
That's like, you gotta let that one breathe. That's a name drop. You gotta let that one sit there. That's a name drop. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then what brands, if I can ask?
Just some streetwear brands, just some local t-shirt brands back in the day. Honestly, a lot of like corporate styling too, so
Okay.
kind of boring stuff, but like
The checks.
yeah,
The
you
checks.
know. So yeah, just a lot of like the corporate retailers that are in Houston, like
Mhm.
Academy, Stage Stores, like all those kind of places. That's what I've done as far as like TV and film. Nephew Tommy, he's a comedian.
Yeah. Another name drop. It's okay. Okay.
So yeah, we were working on a pilot for him, and I did wardrobe for him. And then there's another show that I worked with, and had Tisha Campbell from Martin, and had a few other. Had Drea in it, but yeah.
Shout out to Dre. But that's dope though. Like you really worked with some names. You really didn't have this stuff out there. While you saying that, I in my head I was thinking like, I wonder, you know, this wardrobe stylist queen. Like, how did you like what? Who inspired you in fashion and like growing up?
So I would say like for me it's a little different because I would say that I really didn't look up to so many people fashion wise. I looked up to like art is like very much my inspiration.
Okay.
Like art, colors, like anything I can be inspired by or whatever. So and it's crazy, like when I was a kid, like you know when you're a little kid and people are like, what do you want to be when you grow up?
Right.
Little Sally. And people are like, oh, I want to be a teacher. Or I would always like describe an outfit. I like I want to wear like a pink suit and like I would just describe the outfit and people like
Looking at you like you didn't answer the question.
Exactly.
But you already knew it.
Yeah. So, but I would say like just in the industry, like stylists that I look up to is June Ambrose. Like just her whole like imaging with Jay-Z. Like I just love that. I do look up to her for sure in fashion. Like
right.
She's one of the top stylists to me.
And that's dope. Now we can talk about your background, how you got here, and what you've been doing. We in the store, man.
Yes, Frosttown.
Tell me how did Frosttown come about?
Yeah, so I've always wanted to open a boutique. So being a stylist, I always said like, you know, when I get older, when I want to settle down, I'm just gonna have a little small store, and I'll be like settled and have a store. But then opportunity presented itself. I had been working in retail and helping other brands, and one of my friends, my closest friends, her fiance, he came to me and her and said, hey, would you guys want to open a store? I have some investors, da-da-da. So I was like, yeah, of course. So we initially were going to open like a women's boutique.
Right.
But then he already had Frosttown, and I was helping him with Frosttown. It was in another location.
Gotcha.
And then it kind of like snowballed into, instead of us opening our own, we will just open a second location of Frosttown, and I'll own it and run it, and that's pretty much, it was very much like a snowball effect. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I've always wore men's clothes. Like 90% of my wardrobe is probably like men's clothing.
Gotcha.
So, and I started in fashion and streetwear, t-shirt line.
For sure.
So I always had a love for that. When I was, you know, when you're in school, I know my school, like we wore uniforms. So like your sneakers was like a big deal. So you always gotta have like,
you gotta get the shoes in the camera. You gotta get the footwear in the camera. You got the J.
You know, low top ones.
I feel you.
But no, so your sneakers, like that was always the thing. So I always had to have Jordans, Forces. So I was always like a sneaker, like a little baby sneakerhead or whatever.
For sure.
So me doing like a streetwear store was just so like perfect because that's naturally me. I'm ultra feminine, but I love menswear.
I feel that.
So yeah.
I mean, that's dope. That's how like this came about for you and everything like that. And it's kind of funny, that kind of segues into my next question. I love how segues work. It makes my life easy. So we didn't talk about the wardrobe style, and talked about how you came here. You would drop gems. You showed your kicks, right? So my question I ask everybody on TalentedOnes, and I gotta ask you this. So which one has been more important to you? Because you're 10 years in the game right now. When it comes to styling, now a store entrepreneurship. Which one is more important to you? Has it been your journey, how you got here, or is it like your destination, like you constantly have to find a different destination to get to?
I would say, I mean, I want to stay off the top of the dome, just like my destination, because like I want to create legacy.
Right.
I want Frosttown to be a legacy. I want to be able to pass it down. I want Frosttown to be a staple in the Houston community. I want people to know that they can come here and they can get dope streetwear from local brands, and you know, they can have a good time. They can just have a conversation with me if they wanted to.
Right.
You know, if they want to chop it up about fashion, come on down. But I loved my journey. Like, I had a great time those years styling. I continue to have a great time. And I wouldn't change like anything. You learn so much in your journey.
For sure.
So
for sure.
I would say kind of both.
Nah, I feel that. You know, it's funny whenever I ask that question, it's kind of like I think a lot of people get geared towards. That's why I like when you said destination. A lot of people get geared towards like saying journey. Because on paper it just sounds nice. It's like, man, you know, my journey, how I came up, you know how people get them answers. But I like how you said it. You know, your destination is legacy.
Yeah,
you're trying to build and build and build. You're not denying your journey. You love that, like you said. But that destination, it keeps building.
Yeah,
that's dope. So like, for you now, what is like next in your journey now? Like, what is next for you, Miss Feys?
Yeah, so as far as Frosttown, I definitely want to keep growing. I definitely want to move towards carrying nothing but black and brown brands and vendors. And I definitely want to be something that, you know, black people and African American people can look up to. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I just really want to grow black business.
Right. And you know what? It's kind of funny. Like, I'm gonna tell them this. Like, off air, we was talking. She was talking about like, I don't want to talk on camera. I don't want to do this. We done had a whole great conversation. You done dropped some gems to the people. You done gave people everything. We've been showing the store back and forth. I'm about to go shopping. Little do people know right now. So what I need people to do right now, what I need you to do for the people, is let them know where to find you on the socials. Let them know where the store is, and give them, you know, just give them the game where they can find you so they can support.
Yeah, so the store Instagram is @Frosttown, and then it's frosttown.com if you want to shop online. And we're located in East Downtown, so that's 2007 Commerce Street, and it's right by Toot Sweet, if anybody knows what Toot Sweet is.
There you go. And look, let me just drop my little social medias in there. So if y'all never understand when I keep dropping them, I'm going to keep dropping them so y'all can follow at King_J Shep on IG and Twitter. Make sure y'all follow TalentedOnes at Talented_Ones on Twitter, at _TalentedOnes on IG. I didn't butcher it this day. Thank you, Lord. And y'all make sure to keep supporting TalentedOnes. Y'all make sure to support Feys and Frosttown.
Yes.
You know, this is black-owned businesses right here, entrepreneurship. You know, make sure to support, tune in. I appreciate you for letting us do the interview here. I told you I'm going to shop. I'm about to cop something.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, y'all already know what it is. We're back moving around with the interviews. Started off here the right way. Keep going. Keep being blessed. And y'all have a good one.